Source Audio's SB2 OFD Bass Overdrive Fuzz pedal is the newest addition to their pedal line, and it provides a diverse palette of modeled overdrives, fuzzes, and distortions, each one that can be toggled through this knob right here. They are housed in this nice little compact unit so you can save real estate on your pedal board, which is very smart. And you can also use it with their hot hand expression device that you can put on your hand and control it. What we're going to do is we're going to go through and see what this sounds like. And I also wanted you to know that it also has universal bypass, which you can select either analog buffered or true bypass. It has 2 user presets, and they're very easy to configure. And then it has a 3-band tone control, a dual function mixing knob, and then it also has a multi-function input that's up on top here. That's for the hot hand or an expression pedal. So we start here at the tube drive. This is an overdriven amp distortion sound with a smooth texture, okay? And you'll hear that it gets kind of radical. The next one's the smooth tube, which is this one, and then the power stage. And I'm not really sure what this power stage means, but it says it's a classic stompbox mimicking overdriven amp sound of the Fulltone Distortion Pro. So it's a modeler, which means they're modeling these sounds out of an existing pedal that everybody seems to like. Crunch tube, let's see that guy right there. Our own version of an overdriven tube amp. And then the TS9000, which is this guy right here, based on the Tube Screamer. Obviously, this is the Russian mug because it's the big pie. And then, I'm not the Russian, it's the Electro Harmonics Big Muff, I'm sorry. Or the Way Huge Swollen Pickle. The El Raton, which I'm figuring is the Rat, Proco Rat, and it is. And then this is the Fuzz Facade Fuzz, a tweakable take on a highly sought after Dallas Arbiter Fuzz Face. That's what that is. The bender, which you figure is going to be the tone bender, which I am right. And then the metal distortion, metal when you want metal. Octave fuzz, which it gives you an Octavia, classic Octavia sound. We'll listen for that. And then the gated fuzz, which is a wild digital sounding fuzz held back by a sensitive noise gate, similar to the Z-Vex Woolly Mammoth. So I've looped a little bass line, and we're going to start with the tube drive. Here's the bass line. So what I did is I saved this, as you saw. What I did is you basically activate the tone knob, and then you scroll through your treble or your mid or your bass, and then you find where you want it, and that's where I wanted it. So here it is. It's awesome. So you can program into one or the other of these 2 things. Now we have noise because the pedal's activated, so let's kick some noise gate on. Gone. On. Gone. So now we've covered that. So I'm going to just leave this as a mild noise gate because we don't want any noise while we're showing off this pedal. Now let's start scrolling through. So we hit the tube drive, and now we're going to go to the smooth tube. Gives it that kind of real heavy sound. I mean, it sounds pretty heavy. I mean, to me, like, you're getting all these types of distortions and fuzzes in one pedal, and if you're that particular and having different types of fuzzes and distortions, then I wouldn't, I don't know why you wouldn't get this pedal, because it's just one pedal as opposed to grabbing a bunch of these fuzzes. So let's continue to go through. And then the last one. There it is. This is the Soundblox bass distortion modeler.